Good morning, students. Today's lesson will be on effort. The title of our story today is Ricardo's Defiance. I learned about this story via the internet and thought, I want the readers of this book to know about it. Therefore, I sent an email to Ricardo, the main character of this story. He kindly authorized its publication. I hope that it will be an inspiration to you as well. The story of Ricardo entails great efforts, struggles, and victories. He was still a baby when his parents realized something was wrong. The small child did not have enough strength in his arms and legs to crawl, and he fell each time he tried. When they took him to see a doctor, they learned that Ricardo had an illness of the nervous system that caused the atrophy of his spinal cord, weakening his muscles. Ricardo's parents, humble farmers, loved their son very much and longed to see him walk, so they moved to the big city to try a medical treatment. However, since it did not produce the desired results, the family returned to their original home. Ricardo was about 7 years old. Although he was very young, and in addition he could not walk to school, he wanted to study. In fact, learning new things was what he enjoyed the most. Whenever he had the opportunity, he would watch science documentaries scheduled on television with great interest. Even though he was not able to attend school, he was not discouraged. The child wanted to learn. His mother noticed his great interest in studying, and in spite of not being highly educated, she began to teach him what she knew. With effort and dedication, Ricardo soon learned to read and to perform the 4 basic mathematical operations. To that end, he used the books that belonged to his brother who was attending school. Soon, the story of the boy who could not walk but desired to learn was spread throughout. Upon hearing of Ricardo's determination, a few teachers who were part of a local project to reduce school absenteeism began to teach him at his home. They were impressed by Ricardo's effort and his ability in mathematics. Nonetheless, he had to go to school to take his exams. His parents were individuals with limited resources, and they did not have a car. Ricardo had a wheelchair, but the road was very rough and full of slopes. When it rained, the road turned to mud, so he was not able to arrive at school to take the exams. On 2 occasions, his father had to carry him in a wheelbarrow. Although with a lot of effort and always curious, like a scientist, as he himself used to say, Ricardo did not give up. His difficulties did not prevent him from continuing to learn. A few years later, he took a validation test and graduated from 6th grade. The Brazilian government had an incentive program for public school students called Brazilian Public School Math Olympics, and Ricardo decided to participate in said Olympics. He studied a great deal, and to his delight, he won a medal. Through the end of middle school, he continued participating in these Olympics. He won a total of 7 medals, 5 gold, 2 silver, which he proudly displays as anyone would, knowing how much effort it took to obtain them. Thanks to his dedication and the achieved results, he received an employment contract offered by his state's government. His work is to tell his life story in schools. With his earnings, he purchased a home for his family. Presently, he is carrying out his college studies. His dream is to further his education and in a not-so-distant future to become a researcher, that is to say, a scientist. Do you know what Ricardo Oliveira told me? I believe that our dreams are like a tree. Even if it starts small, like a seed, it can turn out big if you devote some time to it each day. That's it for today, students. Hope you understood the story and learned its moral. God bless. Have a great day.